Hello everyone, welcome back to another Brad the Lab video. Hopefully I find you guys all well. As we go into the Premier League predictions for this weekend's games, I do apologise for not doing Premier League predictions quite regularly. I am going to be more consistent, I promise. And let's stick into these predictions. So let's start with the lunchtime kickoff. It is at Turf Moor, live on BT Sport. It is Burnley hosting Arsenal. Going into this game, Burnley recovered from their 4-0 demolition at the hands of Tottenham by holding Leicester City to a 1-1 draw in midweek. That was on Wednesday. Goals from Matic Vidra and Kelechi Iheanacho both scored in the first half. And Arsenal, they did pick up a big win against Leicester City, winning 3-1 against the Foxes. And Mikel Arteta can get some good performances away from home in particular. The last fixture between these two, Arsenal were in complete disarray. People are actually starting to think Arsenal could be relegated from the Premier League after performances that they had been putting in under Arteta, and we all thought Arteta was going to be sacked. Aubameyang scored an own goal. Granit Xhaka stupidly got himself sent off, and it was a very, very bad moment for Arsenal. But they have really improved defensively. They are still quite shaky, but there has been a lot of improving signs from the Gunners. Going into this game, I'm going to predict Burnley 0, Arsenal 2 in this Premier League fixture. The next game is a 3 o'clock game. It is between Sheffield United and Southampton. Sheffield United have picked up a little bit of form. They've probably left it a little bit too late after their abysmal first half of the season, only picking up 2 points in that first half of the campaign. Sheffield United have picked up a few wins in the Premier League. They've got 4 wins this season. Is it enough to bail them out of relegation? I don't think so. But you never know in the Premier League. Southampton, there's a possible chance that they could be relegated. Ralph Hasenhüttl still thinks that Southampton need to fight against relegation. They are in terrible form. They've only picked up 1 point in 2021 with that point coming at home to Chelsea. And Southampton fans are Ralph Hasenhüttl out. It appears that things are not going so well at St Mary's at the moment. My prediction, I'm going to back Sheffield United to win this game by 1-0 at Bramall Lane. The next game, my good friend Icebox Holly, please subscribe to her. She's got a fantastic YouTube channel. She does streams all the time. She's a massively passionate Wolves fan, and she really cares about a club. She's a superb fan and a great friend of mine too. I do apologise, Holly, but I'm afraid I'm going to go for Aston Villa to beat Wolves in this Midlands derby. I know Villa are missing Jack Grealish, and but Wolves are very, very low on confidence, and Villa have got something to play for within a European place. And I don't mean to be disrespectful to Wolves, but you're not really getting Europe this year, I'm afraid. It's just not gone well for your club at all this year. So, yeah, I'm backing Villa to win this game by 2-1. The 8 o'clock kickoff is Brighton and Hove Albion entertaining Leicester City at the Amex Stadium. It is, again, one team who play fantastic football, give effort, give desire. They can create chances. They play some good football under Graham Potter, and they've got some very underrated players as well in their team, don't get me wrong, but Brighton just cannot score. They missed 2 penalties in the game against West Brom. They were unlucky due to the courtesy of Lee Mason's horrific error that he made with the disallowing the Brighton goal. Still can't make out what that was all about. But yeah, they've got up against a Leicester team. They have struggled with their form recently, don't get me wrong. They lost to Slavia Prague to be knocked out to the Europa League. They lost to Arsenal and they were held by Burnley in midweek. They are in a massive race for the top four. I think Leicester are going to win this game by 2-0. Right, going into Sunday's games, we start off with a 12 o'clock kickoff at the Hawthorns. Huge game down at the bottom of the table. It's probably not going to be the first game on Match of the Day 2 on Sunday. It is West Bromwich Albion against Newcastle United. Sam Allardyce versus Steve Bruce. Newcastle are 3 points above the relegation zone. Sam Allardyce, who's never been relegated from the Premier League as a manager, it could possibly be the first time because Albion are really struggling and they need the points. Newcastle are just hanging in there. They know that Fulham will be playing later on and they will be hoping to take, obviously looking to pounce on that opportunity if Newcastle lose at home, lose away at the Hawthorns. My prediction, I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw, a scrappy, very unattractive, dull game, and there'll probably be some goals from a set piece or something. Possibly could get a bit heated with a red card or something, who knows. But yeah, I'm going to go for 1-1. The next game is Liverpool entertaining Fulham. And Fulham were very unlucky tonight not to get a point in their match against Tottenham, a goal disallowed by VAR. According to the rules, it's the right decision, but I'm not too sure whether it should be a rule. But yeah, Liverpool are yet to score at home in the league this season, which is bizarre. It is crazy. It is, they've lost to Burnley. They did actually score a goal from the penalty spot against Manchester City, but from open play at home, they've been dreadful. They did pick up a good win against Sheffield United, but they are really in the thick of it in terms of the top four race at the moment. I think Liverpool are just going to edge it 1-0. I think Fulham will cause them problems. I think defensively, Fulham will, be able to defend well, but I think Liverpool will get a goal from somewhere. However, I do think, if Fulham can get something, it will be huge. And I think Liverpool will be in massive, massive trouble if they fail to beat Fulham on Sunday. The next game is the Manchester Derby, City v United. City are looking to win their 21st game in a row. United, boring Man United at the moment. Lots of 0-0 draws. A dull one against Crystal Palace. I would take a 0-0 draw, a dull 0-0 draw on Sunday, like we have, like we did at Liverpool, like we did at Arsenal, like we did at Chelsea. But I can't see it happening this time. I think City are just too good, and I think it will be a 2-0 win for Manchester City. The final game on Sunday is a late kickoff at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Spurs taking on Crystal Palace. This is where I think Spurs' season really went downhill. They were top of the league after winning 2-0 in the North London derby, and over Arsenal, and then they went to Palace. Again, they really should have won. They had so many chances. Gaeta was in superb form. Jeffrey Schlupp rescued them a point. And, sorry about that. That might sound a bit disgusting. But since then, Spurs have dropped a lot of points in games that they should be winning rather comfortably. They looked like title contenders at one point. It's all gone wrong for Tottenham. But I do think they're going to get a third win on the bounce. I think they're going to win 2-1 against Crystal Palace. The last game is the Monday night fixture. It is probably one of the most fiercest rivalries in football. Two very fierce, fearful clubs. I think if there were fans there, I think there would be a lot of trouble, to say the least. It is West Ham versus Leeds. My prediction, I think there's going to be entertainment in this game. I think there's going to be goals in this game. I'm going to go for West Ham 2, Leeds 2. I think it is going to be a very, very exciting game at the London Stadium, and I think there will be drama in that game as well. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please remember to leave a like, subscribe and comment below. This is Brad the Lad. Shall see you all soon.